Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly readings for March 12th, the week of March 12th, 2018. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Keep an open mind about the messages that come through and definitely watch your Moon and Rising sign readings as well. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords and also the Nine of Swords wanting to show up for you. So for some of you, I feel like you're under a lot of stress or under a lot of pressure. You're being overworked or you're doing too much overtime. You're working late hours and it's starting to take a toll on your health. It's affecting your sleep. It's affecting your rest patterns, okay? It's affecting your mind, but also your body. So be mindful of that. The Four of Swords talks about taking a break, taking some time off, making time to relax, making time to rest, making time to sleep, making time to just be able to just think about something else, okay, than whatever your focus or responsibility is at this time. You might also be researching or speaking to someone about your difficulty with sleeping, insomnia, issues with sleeping like insomnia or recurring nightmares during this time, or not sleeping enough, okay, during this time. For others of you, this is also about where you have a checkup coming up or an exam, test, big presentation or anything like that, and you're stressed about it, okay? And this is also about a temporary lack of communication that is stressing you out. So either something's delayed or you're not hearing back from something or someone, and that is causing you stress, okay? So just be mindful of that. For your career, your finances, your personal projects, or education, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can indicate competition. So you're applying for jobs, maybe that's what is delayed. You're not hearing back from something you've applied for, or you've applied to multiple jobs and you're not hearing back yet. It could be in the fourth week of the month that you actually hear back from whatever this is for you. Or it could be within 4 days or 4 days later than what you expect, okay? For those of you, this is on the job training. So you're not actually doing a lot of work yet. You've just started a job and you're just getting to know the people, the place, your responsibilities, how you're supposed to do your work, and so on and so forth. For others of you, this is definitely a competition. So again, exams, big presentations that you are going to be judged on, or something's going to be decided whether or not you get it based on your presentation, what you bring to the table, your work, your portfolio, your CV, anything like that, okay? And it's going to take some time, and so maybe that's what's stressing you out. This is also about constantly feeling like you can do better, you can do better, you can do better, always pushing yourself. So just be mindful of that. Don't let that get to your head, okay? Don't let that sense of competition with yourself at the end of the day push you too far, okay? But I do feel a time of evaluation, assessments, reviews, exams, appraisals coming up. And it's just a time when you have to present what you have to present and then just wait and hope for the best, okay? And that might be the tricky bit. In home and family, we have the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, now this could be your energy where you have to rest. You're sent home to rest. Or you get a cold or anything like that, okay, where you have to stay in bed. You're shown physically you cannot keep going like this. You have to rest, okay? So if we don't make a conscious effort, we're going to get sick, and so you're physically not going to be able to do anything, which is something that sometimes happens to me, or most of the times happens to me. When I know I should be slowing down and I do not, then I get sick and I kind of have to. Then I can't do anything at all, okay, because I'm sick and I can't work. So something like that's coming up, so just be mindful of that, okay? For others of you, this is about issue with property, whether that is a price increase in rent, increase in utilities, or anything like that, and it's really stressing you out, okay? But the message is, whatever this is, it's temporary. I feel like it's not going to be long term, so it's something that you need to spend on now more than you usually do, but then it's going to be fine. It goes back to what it was supposed to be, okay? For others of you, this is about looking at buying a property or selling a property and it's taking longer than what you would like, and that is a source of stress for you, okay? For your emotional life and love life, we have the Magician. So with the Magician and the Four of Swords, there's an issue with communication here, especially if you're dealing with air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be someone that you meet, you have a connection with, and then you can't get a hold of them, or then they just disappear, they just go away. For others of you, this is about someone asking you for forgiveness, and you're taking your time to decide whether or not you want to give them a second chance. Test them, okay? With the Magician, I feel like they could be just about the words, and they talk a great game, but then you really have to test them to see if they're actually going to do everything that they're talking about, okay? For others of you, I do feel like this is reignited communication or relationships after a time of separation, or just not being together, or intentionally not seeing each other, not speaking to each other, okay, because you've taken a break from each other. For others of you, this can be the beginning of something new, where you do meet someone, okay, and you're just starting to get to know this person, and it's just about the communication, the initial phase of communication and getting to know each other. With the Magician, this is basically telling you that it could be whatever you want it to be. So if you wanted to, if you want to see if it has long-term potential, take your time with it and see if it develops naturally. And for others of you, I feel like this could be communication. I feel like it's about a new beginning that you didn't expect. So it could be a pregnancy that's now stressing you out because, okay, well, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I don't have the right job. I don't have enough money. I don't live in a good place for this. It's throwing your mind into overdrive, something unplanned that's actually a blessing. So just try to see it as a blessing and do the best you can with it, okay? If it's coming your way, it's meant to. So just embrace it, okay, and do the best you can with it. But yeah, just be mindful if you're dealing with the trickster. The signs will be there, so just look for the red flags. In your overall health and well-being, we do have the Death card. Now, the Death card with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords, with general weekly forecasts, it does not usually talk about actual death. But I do feel like this is a health scare for some of you. I don't want to, obviously I'm not a medical professional, so and I don't want to scare anyone, but it's coming up, so I have to say it, okay? So this could be a health scare for someone, and then you just completely change how you look at your health, and you may just completely change your life because of this health scare. For others of you, again, it's about making different choices, okay? You have to end something because it's taking away your health from you. So if it's an addiction, if it's stressing, if it's over analyzing things all the time, if it's working yourself sick, if it's taking care of everyone in your life and not enough care for yourself, there's something that's been going on for a long time, and it's just time for it to end, okay? You have to make that decision and cut those cords, or whatever the situation might be. This is also about, I feel, weight loss, gastric bypass, anything to do with surgery to do with weight loss is also coming up for some. Physical therapy, okay, getting back into, for some it's almost like learning how to walk again, so I don't know how that applies. And you could also be making complete lifestyle changes where you're now looking at more, holistic treatments, home remedies, working with, the healing powers of plants, water, teas, anything like that, okay? And it's a complete change from what you have been doing. So if you have always been, running to take pills for something, I feel like now you're saying, no, I've been taking too many pills, they don't work anyway, so I'm going to try a different approach with it, okay? I'm going to get specialized advice, but try a different approach with it. For others of you, you're starting a spiritual practice that just completely changes your life for the better. So you're starting a yoga meditation, a yoga practice, meditation, anything like that, really. Your overall guidance, we have laughter. You need a good laugh. So this is, again, just telling you need to relax, you need to have some fun, you need to not think about everything all the time, you need to try to not take on additional responsibilities, you need to try to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first, and then if you want to take care of everyone else. Make time for your friends, make time for people who make you laugh, make time for, seeing a comedy, make time for doing something fun where it's not about your work, it's not about your responsibilities, you're just enjoying yourself. You do need that, so really make time for that this week, okay? And also, don't take things so seriously all the time. Have some fun, play, get creative with things. At the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. Whatever is meant to be will be. We can't control everything, and it's going to drive us to the ground if we try, okay? So just keep that in mind. So that is your reading. I really hope that it helps, okay? Let me know what the cards talk about for you, if the messages apply, or at least part of them. Watch your moon and rising sign readings. Try to have a really positive week. Make time to have some fun, okay? This is the week to do that. So it could be a very fun week for you. I hope that you make it a fun week. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.